Nope. Mm-mm. No way.
Oh my gosh, this Tryneal girl.
This episode, I feel like we say this literally every time
We
that
do.
like it's a roller coaster. It's crazy. You're gonna be shocked. But like actually though,
You will be.
Tryneal is amazing and hilarious and gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Oh my goodness.
Girl. Oh. Man, I really liked her. She was so put together.
Oh my gosh. Just
Just like precise. Everything was just on point. Everything. And I was like, oh man, that looks like so much work, but like, girl, you rocking it.
Truly, though.
Like,
truly.
wow. She was an expert
Yes.
at all the things. And she just was amazing.
She was amazing, and
She's
she
awesome.
had just quite the story.
Quite.
Quite the story.
Quite.
By the end of the episode, I felt like her mother.
I was just like, girl.
You gotta. Well, we're not gonna ruin it for you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to I Hate Your Love.
Hi.
Hi, it's Mary.
And Hailey.
Yep, and we have Tryneal.
Hello.
Tryneal
Hello.
today.
Hi.
Hi, we're so excited to have you. Welcome to the show.
I'm excited to be here. Thank
Yeah, awesome, great.
Tryneal is another fantastic Craigslist find.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was super enthusiastic, so I was so
Oh my
excited
gosh,
for you to
yeah.
come
you.
today.
Craigslist is great, isn't it?
It is,
It
right?
connects everybody together.
It does, and like that's what we're trying to do, sort of. So
Yes.
I'm really excited. Your story is adorable. I love all the stories.
Oh, it's juicy, baby.
Yeah,
You
right. I know,
what?
right? We have just barely scratched the surface here with this
Right.
questionnaire. I'm sure. All
Yes.
right, yeah. I saw that. I was like, these are only one sentence answers, but they are juicy one sentence answers.
So when I get into the deepness, this interview might be a few hours long. If y'all
Yeah.
want to
That's
know.
all right. This could be a multi-part episode. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's
For sure.
Great. Okay.
Well, tell our audience a little bit about who you are as a person, what kind of things you like to do, whatever.
Okay, well, I'm Tryneal, and I am 23 years old. And basically, I love doing all things entertainment. I'm big on entertainment, so
Love it.
I'm actually an actress, and I
Ooh.
also model on the side as well. But I work in healthcare as my 9 to 5. I love taking care of people. I'm big on caring for others.
Cool.
When in my free time, I love traveling. That's like my favorite thing. I'm always gone. I just got back from Vegas. That was amazing for a whole week.
What a great time of
Yes,
year
there is.
to
Okay,
be
I was drunk
there.
every day. And that's days. So that's
How
how
you do Vegas.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely love traveling. I'm big on being a diva. I have to keep my hair to, top of my head to the, bottom of my feet. Have to stay on point no matter what. And
And they are.
They are.
I think I'm a very nice and sweet person, people person. A lot of people feel like I'm easy to talk to and, open up to. So I think that, good side.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Okay. So tell us your 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah.
Prepare
Two
for us.
truths and a lie. It's going to be a 3 I loves, okay?
Okay.
Ooh,
So the
okay.
3 I loves is I love sushi.
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
I love peanut butter.
Mm. Mm.
And
Okay.
I love driving.
Mm. I like your
Two
format.
foods and a not. Okay, so
Okay.
you love sushi, you love peanut butter, and you love driving.
Which one's the
Oh, we've never had 3 loves
No,
before.
I
I
like
like
it.
that. I hate
Yeah.
love,
Yeah.
but
That was so on point.
So do I.
Spoiler alert.
Right.
It's
love
okay. This is so funny. I'm so excited. Okay.
all right.
So-
I think we can do this.
Yeah. So
I'm optimistic.
she loves sushi. She loves peanut butter. She loves driving. All
Right.
All right.
But if we get it wrong, or if
We've
we get it
we've
right, what's our
pre-prepared.
penalty, Mary?
We've pre-prepared
Yes.
an embarrassing and weird question, which we discussed offline. You guys don't get to know what it is yet, but we
Yeah.
know. And whoever loses gets to decide who has to answer that question.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ooh.
if you lose, then you answer the question. But if we lose, then you get to pick which one of us answers the question.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, it's silly, and I like this. I like this penalty.
Yes.
Oh boy.
We could bring cringe questions into this.
Cringe question.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay. All right, so now we're ready to get started with your love story.
Good grief.
Yay.
So
Yeah, all right. So, of course, the first thing that we always ask is, how did you meet Beeb?
right.
Yeah.
So I met Beeb on a dating site.
Oh.
2 years ago, we met on a dating site, and I was just getting out of a relationship at the time, and I was I was still very numb, and I was hurting. But I was still trying to get back out there at the time, like, okay, I can't shut down forever, you know.
Yeah.
My friends were like, John, find you my man. So I was like, all right, girl, I'm not really ready, but I'm going to do it. So yeah, we ended up meeting on a dating site.
So was it one of the serious dating sites or like the swipey kind of site? You know something?
Now, after being a great and fellow dating site person that always is on one, you know, now I know it's definitely a sucky one. I thought it was great because everyone said that, and it's really easy to meet people. But, you know, as easy as it is to meet people, they think you're easy, and that's the problem. So now I'm on a more high-profile one that I have to pay for every month. So now I know I'm on a better one. But that one was free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So standard. Free. You have to pay for it. Good.
Pay for dating sites, please.
Okay. All right. Makes sense though that you'd find a higher caliber of person, someone who's a little bit more invested, maybe.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Because they're paying for it.
Yeah.
So that means like, okay, I'm just as serious as you about finding someone for real because I'm spending my hard-earned money to meet someone on a dating site.
Right.
Or they're rich and don't care.
Yeah,
either way, like that's good.
What do you call it?
Either way, you're winning.
I'll find you. Well, high-profile women, you know, because like if I'm paying, I got all this money, I'll get a better grade of a woman. So I'm paying for it, but they can still want the same thing. So you really still have to weed out the bad from the good.
True. Well, yeah, you've always got to be discerning. Number one rule of being online is discerning.
Okay.
Key.
Because a lot of people are not who they say they are.
Right. Sure. It takes some time to get to know someone, even through text or messaging, before you ever even waste your time meeting them. Yeah, I hear
He was that exact thing. He was not who he said he was.
Oh
no!
Another spoiler alert.
What got you interested in him in the first place, though?
What really got me interested in him was he was a Southern gentleman, and so my mother happens to be from Mississippi. And he happened to be from the same city in Mississippi. And this city is a very small city. It's about an hour out from Memphis, Tennessee. So it's really small. Okay, it's like a couple small cities, and then it's that little.
So it wasn't city. Like, oh, you're from Atlanta too.
Yeah,
wow.
like, whoa, no, it was like you're from this city, and it's like, oh, you know, gosh, you know, my mom is too, and so you know that also made them click as well because they were from the same place. But that really, and he was just different. He just was very sweet. We stayed on the phone. You know, guys don't really like talking on the phone anymore. This generation sucks.
It's all texting.
Yeah, it's all texting, dry, no, you know, emotional attachments to anything. And he was just like, screw a text. I'm going to talk to you on a video chat. You like, we need to talk. And we just stayed on the phone to the point where, like, I'm at my mom's house, supposed to be paying attention to her. And she's like, you still on the phone with your little man or whatever for 4 hours? Like, how much y'all got to talk about? I'm like, honey, I just want to hear him breathe, okay?
Okay.
Over video chat.
I can't.
You just want to hear him breathe.
Yes, breathe.
That is amazing. I love it. So, well, that's very compelling, though, that he wants to really connect with you, right? And that was something that would be attractive to any girl.
Of course.
Yeah. I know. I'm
because it was different, you know, from the past guy that I was with, you know, because that situation was, you know, me being 2-timed and, you know, him having, you know, a kid with someone else and all kinds of things.
Oh,
yeah, it was a really big, and then there was a deeper part to that, but I won't get too personal. But yeah, it was a deeper part on my end too as well, you know, and so I was just really, really, really damaged. I was really hurt, and he just gave me the exact opposite of what that other guy gave me. And so I was just like, oh my God, you'll think this is the one.
Yeah.
Right away. So that's what I thought. I was wrong.
Jeez. You, all right.
Yeah.
This is what dating has come to, though. Most guys want to text, be vague, especially like.
I don't think they want to text. I think they just usually want to like meet up.
And
I think it's usually girls that want to text for a while. To be honest.
You're probably right.
Like, we're the ones that want to sit and like text forever before you ever get to see our face. Just like you have to wait forever before you get to see like our actual face.
I guess video chat too is not always your best look, you know?
No. Plus, Plus, like, your arm gets tired when you've got to hold it up at that selfie angle for so long.
Your fingers go numb.
Yeah. They should probably make, like, a special armrest that, like, holds
They make these
your
things,
elbow.
selfie sticks.
But that's not the same.
A selfie stick that goes into, like, a pillow.
What?
Like,
What the? Call Shark Tank. I don't get it.
like one of those backrest pillows, and it's got the selfie stick that comes out like the side, you know.
So
like,
it just holds itself for you.
Yeah, it just holds itself up, and you could just like fold it back down when you didn't want to use it, and it could be just like a regular backrest pillow.
I guess. I wouldn't trust it. I feel like it would fall and like smack me in the face.
I mean,
and my luck, also smudge an eyebrow on the way down.
That's also a risk when you have your arm up. I mean, long periods of time that goes numb too is bad. Anyway, I used to do it. The key is to lay on your stomach.
Oh.
So then you can just use your elbow up to hold it at the proper angle and use pillows.
You heard it here first, folks. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Sorry.
Okay. Where have we gone, Tryneal?
I don't know.
She likes it, he calls.
She just wants to hear it breathe.
That's just too. That's just so.
I identify strongly with her mommy at this point.
Get out of here.
You still on the phone with that boy?
Get out.
In the words of the great Beyonce, tell him boy bye. Okay, so all you want to do is listen to him breathe. I'm thoroughly disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How long does this go on then? You know, you're talking on the phone and on FaceTime. But
we talked for about 4 months before we ever met in person.
Whoa.
So it was a really big chunk, and we actually ended up in a relationship before we met, so we were doing like long distance because he was currently living like in a further off city in Minnesota.
Oh, okay. All right.
We were just like, it was like, I don't remember it. It was really far. But anyway, it was like really far out. And so we were doing like a long distance thing for a while. But he just was like amazing. And I just could not see my life with anybody else. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to wait for you. And he was supposedly waiting for me. And, you know, I thought this is how it was going to go. And it was really amazing in the beginning. I can tell you that. I remember I had never, like, till this day, I still haven't felt the kind of butterflies that I felt back with him.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good grief.
So you finally meet 4 months into it. You had your first real date.
Yes, and it happened to be his birthday.
Oh.
So it was his birthday in September, like September 14th. And I love me some Virgo. This Taurus love a Virgo, but no, yeah, it was his birthday, and we ended up meeting. He actually came to St. Paul. We ended up meeting. He was at a family member's house, and he was like, "I'm here. It's my birthday. You know, I'd really love to finally meet you and see you, even though like you're technically my girlfriend already. I've never met you in person, so let's see what this is about." And this moment right here, you guys, I remember something happened with my car. I didn't have a car at the time, and I was riding with my best friend, and she was like, "Girl, this is the moment. You're going to take me to go see him. I'll give you gas, girl. I want to see him." She was like, "Yeah, I'll take you." And so we ended up driving over there, and I just remember in the car, super nervous. He's like outside, like down the road, like in the middle of the street. It was like some kind of movie moment, okay, like The Notebook or something. And it just wasn't raining. But anyway, but no, he was in the road, and I remember getting out, and she's like, "Get out." I'm like, "No, my heart's beating. Oh my God." So then I get out the car, and I remember literally getting out the car, turning, and looking at him. And you know, just that moment where you look at somebody and you know. It was that I know. It was, like, till this day, still haven't felt that with anybody. And yeah, even when I see him now, it's the same look. We still have the same.
Ooh, chemistry.
It's that chemistry, man.
Sparking.
Man, butterflies, all that. You just like
heart stop for a second.
Yeah, girl, I know what you're talking about. That is some compelling shit.
It is. Strong.
Yes.
It's
strong. Just like pulls your heart. You're like,
oh my God, I love you.
This human.
I'm gonna do you right now,
right,
like right here in the middle of the street.
Now.
Yeah.
So that's pretty.
I feel like that's illegal.
We didn't do it in the middle of the street, but we did it some other places. We weren't supposed to. Because I'm naughty. But anyway, yeah.
We'll be coming back to that. Don't worry. But so you met in the street, instant connection. What did you guys do?
So after that, we took a walk down the street that his cousin lived on because he just wanted to talk for a minute because literally I was just supposed to, meet him and just like go back with my friend and just go back, and then we were going to figure out everything because his situation was he didn't kind of know where he was going to live in the city with his family, trying to get on his feet.
So he was moving down here.
Yeah, he was moving down to the cities at the time. And so, I remember walking, and he was like, first thing he did was like, I'm so glad you're here. We had the longest hug of eternity. I remember it was just like, embrace. And we just hugged for like 20 minutes until the point where my friend was like, can y'all stop hugging? Ew. And I was like, whatever.
I'm down.
She's the friend. Screaming from the car.
We hugged for like 20 minutes dang near. And then we just, started walking, holding hands and just kind of, talking to each other, looking at each other. And he was just like, I'm so happy you're here, yada, yada, yada. And then he gave me money for gas because he was like, you came here and I just want to give you like some money. So like,
cute.
A little dub, a little 20, like, here you go. And I was like, well, thanks, You're not going to not take that. Thank you. So, even though I didn't drive, but that 20, I needed that. So yeah, so we did that. And then after we did the walk and stuff like that, we were actually going to like depart from each other, and my friend, we were going to go to our other friend's house. And so I was like, he's like, it's my birthday, I want to spend time with you. So he ended up coming too. And so he came too, and I was like, well, let's just go have fun or whatever. It's your birthday, I'm gonna have, make sure that your day is great. And so yeah, we went over to our best friend's house, and that's when things got real juicy, girl. I gave him a birthday song. Girl, I gave him a little birthday treat. All right, I had to turn his mind out. He didn't know what was up.
My goodness.
I said, hey, I waited 4 months for this. It's a moment,
Yeah, I know.
But it felt like I gave it up on the first date. Like, it really was the first day of meeting him. But it was like 4 months in, we did the talking and all that stuff,
Getting to know each other.
I was like,
was out of the way.
Like, he knows my mama, daddy name. We knew everything about each other's favorite color. Yeah. We did a little Skype sex, but this was.
But yeah, you've already got all that chat out of the way. Now it was time.
We ain't got to talk no more, baby. It's about action. Let me see what you're working with.
Oh my God. I love it.
I love how she just throws in, oh yeah, we did a little Skype sex, and just goes on like that's nothing.
Well, she's just setting the scene that like it was time for the real thing.
I mean, I guess.
Even though it was the first time that they were.
When did Skype sex even become a thing? Like when we were, not when we were young, like not when we were children, but when we were younger. Mm-hmm. And like sexting became a thing.
Yeah.
But when did?
But like before, there was like always phone sex. That's been going on.
Oh sure. Okay. So first it was phone sex.
Yeah. And then lots of internet chat sex. Lots of before even sexting.
Oh, before we even had texting on phones. Yeah, we had instant messenger.
We had instant into chat rooms and stuff. Like this goes back way longer than just sexting.
Wow. I wonder what the first, what came before phone sex?
Cyber sex, that's what they used to call it. When you would do it online.
Yeah, but that's online. What came
before phone
Did people write,
dirty letters? Absolutely. People wrote each other dirty letters.
What do you call that? Letter sex?
I mean, correspondence sex. They would... And dirty books.
That's different. That's something you're just reading that somebody else wrote. That's like the original porn.
Yeah, okay, that's different. Probably dirty letters, dirty cave paintings.
You think anybody ever sent something Morse code?
Oh yeah, for sure. Telegrams. Ooh, dirty telegrams. I bet those happened. Want to fuck you? Stop. Will you fuck me? Question. Love to see you naked. Stop. I bet it happened. It had to have happened.
And now we're here. Now it's 2018. And people have Skype sex.
Well.
But before they meet and have real sex.
And that's just a small detail. Okay, so I feel like I want to ask questions, but I better just let you, just continue. Go ahead.
if you know. So anyway, well, I guess I'll continue. So, anyway, so we get back to my friend's house, and my friend was there, the one that drove me over there. Her dude ended up coming too, so it was kind of like a
cute,
little date
like a group
night, right?
thing,
It was a group thing,
yeah.
And so the friend whose apartment it was, she ended up leaving. So it was like the two couples in the house.
Double
she went to go meet her guy somewhere at his house. So everybody was just there, right? So this is like a 2-bedroom apartment. And so, you know, we're just there.
2 bedrooms, 2 couples.
With us, one couple went to a bedroom. The other room was the girl's kids' room. I don't disrespect anybody's kids' room. So her couch became our very best friend. And the floor. And the kitchen. Anyway, and we actually got caught too, by the way, on the couch. We were doing some things, and my friend came out in her robe because she was doing some things. And she said, "You better get in that room. Don't come out here by my man with your robe on." And I was like, knowing fully well I ain't got going on with this cover right now. But it was like, it was great, and it was amazing. And like to this day, like I still have never, even just sexually, like I haven't had that kind of chemistry with anybody else. Not to this day.
Jeez Louise.
I see him and we're hot. We're hot right away. Like I want to jump on you. Man, every time.
I know what you're talking about, and it is some compelling shit.
It is.
Okay. All right. So after you got over the first night of explosions,
yes.
How did you figure out, like, how did your relationship progress? What kind of happened next?
Okay, so after that situation happened, he ended up leaving his cousin's house, and he ended up moving with his, like, god brother in, like, Minneapolis, like, South Minneapolis, or no, Uptown Minneapolis.
Okay. All right.
So he moved over there. He had started a new job out here and everything. So everything was going smooth with him, car, all that stuff. And I actually went over there to spend time with him, and the brother, like, I don't know, like they set it up his like area because they had like a 1-bedroom. So they set up the living room as his room. So they like did, you know, like put a bed, everything up in there. And I'm like, you know, his girlfriend's here. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but we're about to do some things in this house. So,
like I came for one thing.
Listen, and I literally went over there kind of tipsy, so I was a little frisky. At the time. It was real hot, and so I was like, when they were talking to me, everything was kind of sexual coming out of my mouth. I was really ready to rip his pants off. Like, I didn't have time for all that. I'm like, yeah, you guys are cool, but can y'all get out of here? So I think my first impression with him wasn't the greatest because I think they kind of thought I was a little slutty, but it's like, no, like I only had sex with him once. I want to have sex with him now. Like,
I've been waiting
like months. Okay, I've been celibate. Like, let me get mine, you know? So anyway, so I kind of gave off that little hot vibe to them, which I really didn't care because I knew who I was as a woman. And so obviously spent the night, did the do. They had an issue with it. Me being there, but it's like you set up for me to come, and then when I came, you guys got mad because I was there. So then they had a problem with me coming over, so that became an issue. So then he always had to come to my house, which was fine. And then they like stayed mad at him, I guess, and so they ended up kicking him out. And this is where our problem began.
Oh boy!
Because once they kicked him out, he ended up going to live with his sister's best friend. Obviously, it's a girl. I have a problem because she has a vagina, and that's an issue for me because you know you've been doing the nasty with
right. You living with someone with a vagina.
A woman. Yeah, she has kids, but still, kids don't stop nobody from getting it in. They
sure don't.
No.
So I was like, okay, I'm feeling some type of way. So we ended up getting to a situation where actually he was a good guy at this time. He kept turning her down and letting her know that I was his girlfriend, showing pictures, all that. So anyway, the girl kept trying until they got into a physical altercation because she tried to get grabbing his privacy and whatever, so he ended up lashing out.
Whoa, girl, really? You wanted that shit.
Okay, she wanted it bad. I mean, like, to the point where, like, she's like, you can sleep in my bed, and he's like, okay, the first night he tried, but he slept, like, at the end of the bed. He's telling me all this, and I believe him, because now I know the girl. So I'm like, so he was sleeping at the end of the bed, feet that way, but she kept trying to, you know, rub on his legs, and just trying to get him hot, thinking, you know, it's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? But you don't understand, like, you're gonna ruin this relationship with, you know, the sister, because, you know, you're touching on her brother, and her brother's denying you, and you keep trying to get what you got, because your baby dad's in prison. So anyway, big jail stuff. So yeah, so she kept trying, and then it ended up into a altercation where, you know, he choked her out, and you know, it was some blows. Okay? Yeah. And so she you know, called the police, and I remember she hit me up, and she was cussing, and you're a bleep, and blah, 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 and why you know, with that pretty B? I'm like, well, thanks for calling me pretty, but I am not a EOH, okay? I'm a queen, don't get it twisted, but very, very disrespectful. So yeah, she was coming at me, and then I was like very calm because I didn't even understand what was going on. So he ended up going to jail. She threw all his clothes and everything away. They went to jail for like 2 months. I felt so bad. He ended up in jail. I was mad because he put his hands on a woman, so that kind of like put me in fear. Like, well, who are you? Because I never thought you were that type of guy.
Yeah, if you can hit her, you could hurt me.
But for some reason, I just wasn't afraid of him. It was almost like I loved the depth and the mystery of him a little bit.
Oh, sure.
You know, my background, I'm a little, good girl from church. And
you've been sheltered, and this boy's like,
this is everything I want. I'm like, we bad,
but
he good in bed, but he bad. Like, can you tear me up? Yeah.
I'll be doing it.
So he ended up in jail for 2 months, and then he ended up getting out of jail and coming to live with me.
And
oh boy, that's when the real problem started.
Oh
wait, boy. This is where the problem started? Okay, so I know that we kind of, over the course of conversation, glossed over this a little bit, but we just feel that it's important to point out that there are a couple of domestic abuse references in this story. Thankfully, not against Tryneal, but they are relevant to the story. Mm-hmm. And they did happen to somebody. And it's not okay, ever, regardless of who it happens to. If it's you, if it's a friend, family member, it's not okay. So we just want to be able to provide a resource for anybody that might be experiencing this. So we have the National Domestic Abuse Hotline. We're going to have the phone number and the website listed in the description, so you can check that out. There will be links that you can click. But the toll-free number is 1-800-799-7233.
It's not your fault, and it's not okay. Okay, so he came to live with you, and shit started to hit the fan right away, or did you guys have a little honeymoon period where, your mommy was there watching it all, so...
Oh, yeah, so it definitely...
So probably not too long.
It didn't last long, baby, like 2 weeks. Whoa! So this is what happened. He moved in with me, and after he moved in with me, everything was actually good, but we almost felt like we were strangers again, because I remember he got out of jail way out in Wabasha, so he had to get back to the city. And I was like, with the car that I had, I couldn't go and pick him up because it wasn't active. It was kind of breaking down. I had issue brakes, all kinds of stuff. I was like, dude, I'm not coming all the way out there. So I ended up reaching out with his mother, and we came to the conclusion she sent me some money for him. So I ended up purchasing him like a Trailways ticket to come to the city. So he ended up taking that to the city, to the Minneapolis Depot from there. And I went and picked him up from there. And when we met, it was a little awkward at first because we hadn't seen each other for 2 months. And, it was just... It was just,
and you didn't know each other that well when he went to jail. Yeah,
it was a lot. So I was just like, but I'm re-meeting you, but I still care about you, but I'm re-meeting you. So, and he felt the same. So we, anyway, I took him home. I had cooked his favorite food, like pinto beans, like we're country. So we like pinto beans, turkey necks, and ham hocks and all that. So I put all that in there, had that cornbread going, that fried chicken. He was ready, let me take you back down south baby one time.
And he didn't hate that.
Good, give him some good loving. So yeah, he came home. He ate. He was just feeling all the love. My mom was there. She welcomed him with open arms, and he directly went straight into the room to my mom, and he was like, I want to marry your daughter. Like, I really want to marry your daughter. Whoa. And that was big. And I was like,
that's a big bond.
But in general, like most girls, they're like, oh my God, I'm going to get married. That was not my reaction. My reaction was, in my head, that's kind of fast. I care about you, but I don't want to marry you right off top. But I knew right then and there, I was like, I'll marry you in a few years because I don't know you that well, but cool. And my mom was like, no. Because, you're just getting out of jail, and what life do you have for my child? I have nothing to give her. You're not marrying my baby. But she can have fun with you all she wants. That's fine.
You're here. Everything's
you're
cool.
Here,
but
you're moving a little fast. You just came here tonight. So, it was good, the first couple of nights. And then I think the next day, he had dreads, small dreads that were growing. And I didn't like them. It was like, you're handsome. I had seen him when I met him. I saw him with a haircut. Online the picture, so I was into it. He had these little dreads he was trying to grow, and they were just growing all weird. And they weren't at the same
cute
pace
when they're just starting. Yeah, they're really not cute.
starting off too well.
When they get grown out,
especially when you're into the clean
really good.
cut.
But it felt like he was taking him 30 years to get him to grow out. Like it just was not coming. So I said, honey, it's short hair, long hair, up here.
Oh no,
different colors and stuff. I said, baby, I see that you a good looking man, but we gonna have to cut them little snakes off your head. Okay? Them little arms. He gonna hate me for this, but anyway. So the next day I had set up a haircutting appointment and we went there and he was sitting in the chair. He was so mad. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go get my hair cut. And I was like, come on. And he was like, okay, but I'm gonna do it for you. So I was like, thank you. And I was happy. So he went and he got his hair cut. And I remember his face was just like, I can't stand you. Why am I cutting my hair? And I remember specifically this one little moment in there. We were arguing, kind of like a little married couple. And all the guys in there, they were all just listening to our arguments. And they were like, you guys seem like y'all like either have been or will be like married for like a long time. Like y'all seem like y'all best friends. Y'all have like this amazing chemistry that is just in the air. Like when we're together, everyone can feel. Like my mom would catch us. Like my mom would like catch us in the kitchen. I'm cooking breakfast and he just like come behind me and hold me. Just that real like little love story that you want with somebody. It was like really like that at that time. And so we were really in like lovers land. You know what I mean? Like it was a really good time. And so he got his hair cut. He was looking all good. Then we went and got him some more earrings. I was like, you need your earrings.
Mm-hmm. You got him all spruced up, girl.
You got to be dealing with me,
we got to clean the prison off you, right?
Like that prison up, baby. You two scrubbing for me. We gonna make it lovely, you know? Yeah. So I cleaned him on, got him some new fresh clothes, and just really
got him looking
of
good.
My man, you know? And really held him down. And so after he, got to feeling like that, he changed. As soon as he started seeing, the other side, the old him, basically. It was the old him. And he had let his dress. So we had a conversation. He's like, I let, my hair grow out like that because that was actually keeping me chill. Like it made me kind of look ugly. So I just kind of like that changes my personality. Right?
Well, and thanks for telling me before we cut your dreads off.
Right. So you just brought back the old, the cocky, like overly confident, just not the guy. Like not the same him.
You know that it wasn't cutting his hair off.
It was just the real. It was the real
guy.
The mask came off, and I began to see just the cockiness, the rudeness, the just blatantly disrespect, just
arrogance,
very arrogant. I just realized he was a narcissist, so I was like, that's really what it was, and I was like, it gets deep, y'all.
So the mask came off.
Yeah.
Were there any specific things that happened that made you realize it, or was it just kind of a cumulative effect of like just snide comments, or how did you kind of start to see it derailing?
Yeah, so for me, I just started seeing how he was acting, I guess, towards me. Definitely side comments like, just not really wanting to hold hands all the time. It turned into, I don't really like holding hands. I hold hands for you because you like holding hands. I'm not really a holding hands kind of guy. And I'm like, you were all lovey-dovey and holding my ass and holding my back and holding my hands in the beginning. What happened? Like, you just literally
changed your mind.
Like, what happened? You was holding my hands before you got in my house, and then I thought you got in my house, and now you're just a different type of guy. So it was like, that happened, and then just little side comments, like he'd try to comment on my weight, and if I gained weight, if I gained weight, or you should work on your weight. And it's like, I had went through a drastic 80-pound weight loss. Like right now, I'm thinking I'm about like 20 pounds heavier than I was, literally, but I was really skinny. I had lost a lot of weight. So, just to hear someone talk about my weight, and that was like a really big thing in my life. That
you lost 80 pounds, girl.
80 pounds,
way
like
to go.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was heavy.
I bet.
Heavier girl.
I bet.
But so I lost all that weight, and I was feeling good, and just have somebody like always
tearing you down,
try to tear you down. He's that type. He just became that guy that wanted to tear me down. He always wants to hit me low when I want to aim high.
Boy, bye.
I am already done with this guy. You have to be kidding me.
What the fuck? No.
Like y'all couldn't see her or anything, but she was beautiful.
Tryneal is gorgeous.
So beautiful. Like, I was just sitting here
she's a model.
Yeah.
She told us she's a model.
Yeah, she's...
So
there was at no point... Even if you put 80 pounds back on her, she'd be sitting here, I'd be like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
100%.
She was...
Right. So, but even... If she wasn't standard definition of hot, which she totally is, but even if she wasn't, how dare you, sir, You have no right.
Mm-mm.
No right.
No right.
Ever.
Chipping some girl down.
No.
For what? That's when you have to stop and ask yourself, for what? Why is he doing this?
Because they're assholes.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, generalized statement. Not all boys are assholes.
Ones that tell girls that they should watch their weight are, though.
Truth. Hush.
So...
Hush. You're not doing that for her health.
Mm-mm.
You being a dick. Stop it.
Well, combined with all the other things, too. You know.
Well, right, yeah, this is not his only offense,
Yeah,
obviously.
this is not his only topic on which he should not be spewing.
No.
That he's spewing on.
No.
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 No. Boy, bye.
Tell him, boy, bye.
Shh.
Mary says.
You done. But
I feel like we could have gone with like another Beyonce reference, like to the left, to the left.
To the left, to the left.
But maybe we're not to that point in the story yet.
God, we should have been a long time ago. Okay, alright, so where the fuck are
I don't even know.
Damn girl. Okay. So things are going south. He's getting all snotty and terrible, and like he's still living with you and your mommy though. I called her mommy because you did, but I just her mom.
Mommy is life. So basically he lived with me and my mom for about 2 weeks. I ended up finding him a job, so he ended up working. And it was like a bunch of bipolar behavior. Like his personality was flip-floppy. Mm-hmm. So, and it became like wanting to be controlling and like everything I did. And I just remember my mom and me, we noticed like over time, you guys see how dressed up I am right now and how like glittery and glamoury I am. That began to change. I began to not wear as much makeup. I began to dress like very slouchy sweatpants, and everyone knows I am not the sweatpants girl unless I'm the sweatpants girl. I have to be in the house, not really doing much, but like if I go outside, this is what you're gonna see every single day. I'm gonna match. It's gonna be on point. So I was going to work looking crazy. Like even people at my job were like, Tryneal, this is like weird. Like you're always dressed up all the time. You're never dressed up anymore. Why? You're wearing clothes every day. Like this isn't you. So my mom was like, he's dragging you. And I can see it, and it's not a good thing. I built you to be beautiful, and you love yourself and be high up, and you're not you. And any guy that comes in your life and you don't, stay the same, and you're changing, and it's not in a good way, he's got to go. So we kept having these talks, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm a but I love him. I love him. But I'm sticking up for him. No, it's just, we were up all night, and I just, whatever, just giving all these different excuses for him, covering up all the stuff and all the pain that I'm feeling, from him. Now I'm feeling very disconnected from him. And I'm just like, who is this person that I thought I was in love with? Like this, great. And then I'm sitting here like, how the hell do I get him out of my house? I just heard he beat up a girl. So like, what's next? Is he gonna beat me up?
If you try to kick him out, who knows?
Yeah, I'm thinking he's gonna knock me out or something. So anyway, but eventually, so I found a way to do it. He ended up working. I talked to my best friend about it, and she was like, you gotta get him out. So like, pack his stuff and take it to his job. That's how you get out of your house, because he's already out of your house. Yeah. So it's a smoother way to do it. So that's what I did. Smart. I packed up his stuff, and I sent it to a job. I went there. He thought I was coming to see him. He was all happy to see me. Oh. And I was like, yeah, come outside. I need to talk to you, or whatever. And then his bag of clothes was sitting on the street, and I was just like, yo, you're out. But,
girl, that's cold. That's ninja shit, though. Girl, you did it.
Listen, no. But he was texting girls. I mean, it was just so much stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Disrespecting me. Just, I couldn't. So, put him out. And that was probably the coldest thing. And you know what's crazy? As much stuff as he did to me, I still regret doing that to him. Because he literally slept outside. And it was freezing outside. He had to wear the 3 coats that I got him. He had to put a blanket on. I mean, he was really outside. He still called me in the morning once his job opened. He went in there and was like, I was freezing all night. I just really can't believe, you left me outside. Like, we could have talked about it and did this a little differently.
Of course, because you do everything wrong.
I was like, I do everything wrong. It's always my fault. Yeah. It's never your fault. It's always the blame it game. And I'm like, I felt bad. I remember just crying and crying. I felt so bad. As soon as I dropped him off and I was at home, all I did was cry all night. I cried in my bed. I was just like, oh my God, I should go get him. I should go get him all. No, I want to get him. You leave his ass right outside.
Right. It's like you won't be coming in front of the door, right?
Like, no, I don't care. Cry about it, but like you're gonna realize it's gonna be a good decision for you.
Yeah,
she was right. But you
were right,
that was the situation. And he ended up meeting another girl off the dating site and going to live with her after knowing her for like a day.
Oh, of course.
Of course, yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah, he came, but it's crazy. I was so stupid. I let him, I went and picked him up one day. My mom was gone.
And he had been, woe is me, texting you all like, girl, I miss you. Girl.
Yeah, so he ended up, what happened is he ended up driving to this other chick's house. That's so crazy. He ended up driving to like Windham, Minnesota. He ended up getting pulled over and sent back to jail for like 2 weeks.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
For having weed and all this other stuff. So then he got out of jail. And obviously that girl wasn't doing it for him. She wasn't putting money on his books and doing what he wanted. So he found another girl. And so he came back to me. I didn't know all this stuff until obviously now. But yeah, he came back to me and I missed him. So obviously we had sex and whatever. And,
obviously
dates were
chemistry.
open. That chemistry was strong. And then he was like, yeah, I'm finna go. Somebody's picking me up. Whatever. And I'm like, somebody. But you know what? For some reason, I just didn't even give a damn. So somebody picked him up. And it turns out it was the other girl.
Oh.
So she picked him up. And not the other girl in Wyndham, but there was another girl. She lived in Shakopee. So
this guy, is he like Dick made gold or some shit? Damn.
It's called homelessness. This is what you do when you're a savage, you're homeless, and you're in need, and you really don't care about people. You're more in it for what you can get out of it. So he went out to her house. He wasn't within like maybe a week and a half. He was at her house every day. Call me, I love you, yada yada yada. I love you. And I'm like, I love you, like a fucking dummy. But you know what? Something in me doesn't believe that he didn't love me. I just think there was a part of him that loved me, and there was a part of him that was just a whore and just needed. It was on survival. Yeah. It was like survival mode. Yeah. It was like survival mode versus where my heart is. Even to this day, like I still think his heart is like with me, but he's still stuck in survival mode. Like he just so it's like it's a battle. So he chose survival over love. And I remember we used to talk about this. He's like, I gotta choose survival over love because at the end of the day, like I got to live like my life, and love is not gonna put a roof over my head. I gotta do what I gotta do. So anyway,
but like he's got a job, like get your own place,
stop being a fucking bum, But like I'm a felon. It's hard for me, and he's a mama's boy. He's a kid,
Yeah, so he wanted someone to take care of him.
He needs somebody to take care of him. And all the other women.
You didn't want to do that.
Yeah, it's like I can't, but I won't. Like I'm not doing it. I could do that now, but I'm not because I know my worth and shit. A man's supposed to do his job as a man. We're supposed to either help each other or hell, you be the sole provider and I'm gonna be the nurturing mother at home. Yeah, like, I'm gonna do it old fashioned. It ain't finna work like I'm paying bills and you sitting around eating your drawers, eating Cheetos, watching the kids. Like we're not gonna. We're not
dude. So much of this.
So yeah. So anyway, so
girl.
He ended up going to the other girl's house 1 week and a half. She ended up calling my phone. You're calling my man. Stop blowing my man's phone up. Yada yada. I'm like, girl, yo man. So we kind of got into a spat. Yo man, he my man. Blah, 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 all that stuff.
The boy is mine.
Okay, we went to Brandy and Monica. Okay, and he was mine. In my heart. So I was just telling her, I said, girl, honey, you're survival. That's all I'm gonna call you. Your nickname is survival, and what he's doing is surviving with you. I said, honey, obviously I'm not talking to a man who's not talking to me. I'm not an idiot. I'm not like just hitting a phone up and being retarded. Right. Obviously he's reaching out to me, deleting the messages that he has in his phone. Yeah. Make it look like I'm just reaching out.
Right.
And technically I'm not. He's saying something for me to reply to. I said, read them again. But I said, look, I'm not gonna argue with something that I know. Like, it is.
Yeah, and you go on with your bad self.
You're gonna find out what it really is in just a moment. She was like, whatever, he loves me. She didn't know his government name. She knew his nickname.
Whatever.
She knew his nickname from the dating site. She didn't even know his government at the time. Anyway, funny stuff. So anyway, that same night, he came back to her house, and they had a conversation, and they got into an argument, and then there was more domestic, and he beat her ass. And, his arms, all kinds of shit. It was just really, really scary. And I was texting her, I said, you're going to find out who he is. He's not who you think he is. And that same night, he beat her ass, and he ended up I remember going to bed. I said, I remember texting him, I said, you about to get exactly what you deserve. Like, for doing what you're doing to me, like, trying to make me look like I'm the fool here when all I did was ever love you and was trying to be everything in me, and you just on bullshit, right? So, I swear to God, it was like maybe 9 o'clock, and then by like 11:38, I ended up sleeping in my mom's bed, and because, I'm crying and stuff, so she's soothing me, and my mom's bed is huge in itself, and I had my little teddy bears, and I just needed love, so I shut with mama, and I eventually, she rubbed my back, so I fell asleep, and then I got up, and I went, she was like, give me something to drink, I'm thirsty, because she had like feet problems and stuff. So I was like, okay, mom. I hopped up and I grabbed my phone first. I looked down, it was 2 numbers, and it was the same number, and I said, that's a jail call. Somebody's in jail. I knew right away. I knew right away. Jail. I said, who in jail? Didn't even need to check my voicemail to know, but I checked my voicemail, and he's like, hey, Tryneal, I'm tired of going through this. I'm gonna kill myself, yada yada. Just laying it on thick, like, whatever. I'm like, yada yada yada. So anyway, then I reached out to the girl and I texted her. I'm like, I'm so sorry this happened to you. I tried to tell you, you didn't know who he was. Like, I apologize, whatever. She was very snotty and mean to me, but she already got what she needed. So it was like, I don't got to be mean no more. God, that karma is a bitch. So I was like, you got what you was looking for. So anyway, I just apologized to her and I told her, I said, I'm sorry that happened to you. Like, I tried to warn you about them. You didn't understand, yada, yada, yada. So she was like, oh my God. She sent me all the pictures of her bruises. I showed my mom. It was just really bad. So after that, my dumb ass took her back again.
Tryneal! Hold on!
Girl,
oh my God! Yes!
Like, chemistry,
I feel like your mom now. Like, what are you doing?
So he went back to jail. Obviously, he was in jail for another 2 months or so. And he got out, and I spent a weekend with him. It was New Year's 2000 and
okay, so you were all like, I need someone to kiss at midnight, but this boy, oh blah blah.
Well, it was like I was celibate. I hadn't had sex. I wanted to have sex with him. Like my feelings were tied in him, and it was like a very emotional struggle for me. So we ended up back together. He came, and I remember just leaving him messages. We were like trying to patch things up in the jail, and I just, how like somebody gives you that emotional love, and that's the emotional side of love. He was the emotional guy because he's really good at playing with women's emotions. So
right.
He just know how to drag. He knew how to pull me in.
Well, yeah, and he had all the time in the world being in jail.
Yeah. Who's always going to be there for me? I was always the girl that was always there. No matter what girl he messed up with, it was like Tryneal was always that back plan that I could always run to. And I became that.
I'm literally sitting here shaking my head.
No!
I felt myself doing it while we were listening to that again.
Mm-hmm.
Girl. And I was like bursting to do it when we were doing this too. But I was like, man, I know the power of those feelings and that emotional manipulation. Oh, God. But still, girl, nah. Everybody had to be like, nah, not a good plan.
This is why you just gotta go through life without catching any feelings.
Feels always fucked up.
So true. So true. Catch no feels. Hashtag catch no feels 2K18.
Especially when is this guy like Tryneal? I mean, really catch no feels.
Catch no feels, catch no nothing.
With this kind of asshole. I mean, not all guys are assholes, but
again,
they're not all
making
assholes.
Generalized statements.
No, but this one is though for sure.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, nah, girl, no. Shaking my head. SMH took me forever to pick up what that one meant. I try not to Google them because I'm like, I'm not old. I'm not going to Google those things. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. It would have took me a long time. I'd be reading that like, I just don't know. Schmeh. What does it mean?
Oh, no.
But now I got it. And I was doing it. No, Tryneal, no. Honey, just wanted to reach out and be like, no, you didn't. You didn't do that.
You didn't. Tell me you didn't do it.
Be punking me.
Be
punking me, but she wasn't.
Anyway, so yeah, I waited, and so he was calling me, and I love you, yada, 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 and I was like, yeah, I love you too, and calling, I was doing the work, I was calling the lawyers, I was just making sure everything was good for him, like, just ride or die, like, every single time he went to jail, I just stayed doing everything for him, making sure he was cool. So,
girl,
except like putting money on his books.
You draw the line somewhere.
You gonna call me with that free call you got, cause I ain't putting nothing on them books right about now. I'm a broke kid. I'm trying to pay a car note on me. I'm not gonna put all my money into you. Like, I don't know if this is gonna, like, whatever. You're not worth it. So anyway, at the time. So, but I really did love him.
Sure, you were still talking to him. That was concession enough.
That was love. I was talking. I was getting your clothes. I did enough. So anyway, that situation happened, and took him back. Had an amazing weekend. I remember telling him, I hate you. Like, don't ever call me again. You're just terrible. You're disgusting. You're a horrible person. Whatever. And I remember him like saying, I'm out of jail. I'm like, oh my God, he's out. My baby. I was so excited.
My baby.
So he was like, I'm gonna be, at this place. Come get me. Can you come get me? And I was like, yes, I'll come get you wherever you are. Wherever you are. And so me and my, just a damn fool.
Girl,
Damn fool.
Yeah, we've all done it, girl.
Yeah, I went to run and I went to go get him at this gas station, picked him up, and he was just like, just this little face he always makes at me. And then obviously, the kissing and all that started. He was like, you really hurt me with all those messages and stuff. And I really believe that I did hurt him. That's why I said half of him I believe really loved me, and the other half it was just like, fuck off. Like, he was just a narcissist. Like,
he can't.
He doesn't know how to love.
Yeah.
But I realized over time where that all came So anyway, let me speed it up. So anyway, yeah, he ended up, because we need to get into that too. So he, I picked him up, whatever. We had a great weekend. Went to see Cat Williams at the Target Center. Like, I really treated him. I really gave him, like, a good part of life because I'm middle class. I have a decent amount of cash, you know, and he doesn't really have anything. So I'm the type that can really change your life, you know? Yeah. And I think I really would have been the woman to really get him where he wanted to go in life. But for some reason, when you're small-minded and you're on this comfortability level, you'd rather, you know, get the girl who's, you know, got the kid and the Section 8 and all that and use her rather than being a man standing on your own feet and helping me pay half his rent in his car note where we can really grow. But he didn't want to do that. So he just wasn't a man for me. Yeah. So anyway, we had that weekend. We left. I remember dropping him off at the airport because he had to take, like, a bus to, like, Mankato or whatever. I'm going to go stay with my cousin. I've heard this line before, so I know that ain't no damn cousin. So it turned out it was the other girl that he went out there and ended up in jail for in the first place. The first time. Yeah, so he went back to her.
Some other girl.
Talking to her for like 3 days and ended up moving into her house. And like, you meet these people, like, you got some slick game because you moving in that house. It's real quick.
Right?
So yeah, he moved in with that girl and he's been there ever since. But we were going back and forth a lot for a long time. And stuff. He lied to me. I thought it was his cousin, and then Snapchat told on him. So I saw him.
Snap, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, he moved in with her, and yeah, they've been together ever since.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, like, I don't really wish this guy on any other woman.
Right.
But just because we now know Tryneal, I'm just so glad that they are not together anymore. Because this dude is just, no. I feel like her mommy, and I'm just like, you cannot. I forbid it. Ever again.
No. Just don't. Like I said earlier, this is one that I didn't say earlier too. I thought, as we sat down to do this, that we already need, like, a where are they now? And it wasn't that long ago that we met Tryneal, but it's been a little bit now.
Yeah.
And I feel like this story moved, like, lightning fast from one extreme to the other. And despite what she may say, I don't know if she was really, really over him, you know?
I am choosing to be optimistic and believe it. I have not seen him on her Instagram, so...
Good.
I think it's fine. I think
she knew. She seemed to know that, like, she was worth it.
Yes.
Yeah, she was worth something real good.
Yeah.
Someone real great.
Yeah.
Everyone is. Everyone's worth someone that's great to them.
Seriously.
Yeah. You don't need to take shit.
No.
And you shouldn't. And when some guy moves in with some other girl, it's over, and thank gosh, he's her problem now. You free.
Well, now I just feel bad for the other girl.
Yeah, but...
Don't date dirt when you a diamond.
True. Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Shit, girl. Damn.
But then he ended up going to jail for the last...
Okay.
So he beat up, and so he had to do 4 months within their relationship. So he was in jail, and she was like, ride or die girl, you know.
Waiting it out even though he was in there for beating her up.
No, not her.
No, not her.
Oh, different girl. Different girl. Yeah. He beat up the other girl that was calling me with the bruises, and so he had to go back and do the time for that while with the other new girl.
Okay.
But he hasn't hit the new girl. Or me. Never hit me. He always was like, I would never hit you.
Yeah.
Because he knows I don't take his shit.
Right?
That makes sense.
You won't be buying his bullshit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, yeah. It's a lot.
All right. Woo! Damn! Okay.
I hate your love.
Oh my God, right?
I hate this one. I'm like, I feel like your mom at the end of this. I'm like, girl, what are you doing?
Your mom was sitting there all around like, I told you.
I am team mommy on this story.
So's your ass.
Wow, girl.
Crazy.
Okay, so wow. Well, we don't have to ask what your current status is with Beeb, I guess.
Obviously, you're not together.
Yeah, I mean, well, asking the current status is important because, you know, we're currently not together. I actually just blocked him like a couple days ago. We got into an argument. We've been trying to be friends. At the end of the day, what I realized that day is I don't feel for you what I felt for you then because I grew as a woman. And so now I'm looking at him like, what now? I mean, like, literally, it just wasn't good. Like, I looked at his pants, they had stains on them. I was like, did you guys wash? Like, ew. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your life just, it didn't grow. I've seen this outfit on you before. I should see something new on you now. Where's your car? It's been like a year. I'm stacking up. I'm finna get a car in 3 weeks. It's like, cool. Then tax time rolls around. You post on Facebook that, you know, your girl bought you a car. What is she, your mom? Like, you're grown as hell. You should not. You're 26. Grow up, get some balls, get your own fucking car. Like, you know, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but you need someone else to do it for you. You're never going to have anything thinking somebody else is going to do it for you. Nope. And that right there taught me he is not a man because they didn't even get approved for that damn car. So we deleted that message real fucking quick.
Shit.
And I have 2 cars. So you could have been rolling real good with me, you know, a 16 and a 15. Like, I'm 23, really rolling out here. And
shoot, you rolling harder than me. Shit,
you know, I'm rolling.
Damn.
And you're playing. You know, I got a good job. I'm making good money. So it's like, you know, you fucked up with the best girl that you had that really would have elevated you because I'm so elevated that I would have took you to the next level. But you can't help but to stay on the same level that you're used to.
Yeah.
And it's not my job to bring you out of your comfort zone.
Girl, it's your job to find someone to bring you to the next level.
Thank you. Who gonna bring me up? So since you're down, I'm gonna let you stay down and be depressed, and I'm gonna go up. And honey, I just take trips and give me whips and do my hair flip. You know what I mean? It's all good in the hood. You
girl,
gonna
that's
keep
the
watching.
best revenge, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Looking good, smelling good, and getting a fat booty. He's like, your booty got bigger since last time. I said, listen, my other man was putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Boom.
Girl.
Spicy.
I can't.
All right. Well,
so on that note, Tryneal is single and looking.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm on Match.com. So if you're on Match, look for me. Okay. Pretty salty. Girl. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Girl. I'm really looking for somebody. You know, I'm 23. I have no kids. And I just feel like I have a lot to bring to the table. You know, I'm pretty smart. I'm ambitious. I'm doing a lot of things in my life, and I want somebody who wants to travel and who's outgoing and just not stuck in their ways and willing to evolve. Like, timing is about evolving, and you can't just stay in the same place and be comfortable with that. Step out on faith, try something new. You might get your blessing out of it. That's all I can say. I'm spiritual, not religious. You know, I believe in Jesus Christ, but you know, if you don't rock that way, we probably won't rock for a long time. But you know, whatever. It's cool. But I'm not religious. Like, you don't have to go to church every Sunday. It's not that big thing. I just have my relationship with God. So you know, and yeah, I'm cool.
Awesome, girl.
I'm chilling.
I yeah, looking good when you do it. Yeah. All right. So now we have to.
That was I need to breathe.
We need to.
It's getting hot in here, ain't it?
We know she got some chemistry and some hotness with Beeb, but we need to figure out what she loves.
Yes, you do.
Or doesn't love, I guess.
Yeah, we have to figure out what she doesn't love. Okay, so remind us what the 3 things you claim to love are.
Yes, the 3 things I claim to love are: I love peanut butter.
Okay.
I love sushi. And I love driving.
Well, you know, I think that she does love driving. Girl's got 2 cars.
She does have 2 cars. Okay.
So I feel like she probably does love driving. So I think we can discount that one. Because if you don't love driving, why the fuck would you get it would make no fucking sense.
Right, just to tell her ex-boyfriend.
He's like, I got 2 cars. I mean, I guess you could be driven around.
Well, yeah, but...
Yeah, no. All right. No.
Okay, so you think...
Yeah.
Okay,
so we think so, but sushi or peanut butter? Sushi's such like a highbrow thing. I feel like you go to get some sushi, Instagram that shit, like that. I think that I don't know. I feel like the peanut butter is probably the lie. But that's just my... What do you think? I'll defer to you if you have a strong opinion.
Man, I don't. I really don't. That's the problem.
I hate
being we're so bad at this game. We lose almost every time.
We do. Okay.
I'm okay with going with peanut butter.
Okay.
I think she does not love peanut butter.
I think you don't love peanut butter.
Okay. You're wrong.
Dang it!
I do absolutely hate seafood. No sushi for me.
Me too.
I like peanut butter with everything. I'm weird. I like them with my corn dog. Like, literally, I'm weird. So
with a corn dog?
Corn dogs, try.
What?
It's amazing. Get the crunchy kind.
Crunchy kind.
Okay, wait a minute.
You know what?
Have
you ever tried peanut butter and salami?
No.
Girl, it's so good.
I'm going to try that.
That is my favorite sandwich.
OMG.
Hard salami and peanut butter.
Hard salami is good, but I never tried it with peanut butter.
Okay, you're missing out.
I'll just eat peanut butter with everything.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So we were wrong. So now we get to reveal the embarrassing question.
So the embarrassing question is, how many times a week on average do you shave your legs?
So
because we lost,
you can pick.
You just pick one of us to answer.
I'm gonna go with you.
Oh, shit.
Okay, Mary.
Okay,
well, on average,
On average, there's two answers. Right?
Winter and summer.
Right.
Well, no.
Oh, okay. That would have been my answer.
Right.
Like, we live in Minnesota.
Right.
Mine is like getting it or not getting it.
Oh,
right?
okay. Also good.
Okay, so if I'm getting it, it's like 3 times a week, probably. Right. I don't grow it in that long. If I'm not getting it, yikes. Yikes, man. I can go damn near like 2 to 3 weeks sometimes, especially in the winter without shaving up.
Who's gonna see it?
If I'm not gonna be getting it.
I know that's right.
I'd be like, fuck it, dude. Why bother with that shit, right? I mean, I'm still good at it.
Girl,
like,
ain't no cobwebs need to be growing down there. You got to have your don't have no spiders in there, honey. You got to open up the cave so we can see in there, honey.
Well, let me just say, right now, I'm shaving at least 3 times a week.
I know that's right. She just gave us, some tea.
Well, oh my goodness.
Yes. Well, I know I wasn't supposed to answer the question, but I just think it's funny. So I'm
Go
weird.
for it.
I literally almost shave every day.
What? I believe it. You look so put together.
You do. I take bubble baths, and I'm weird, and I have to shave everything.
I believe it.
All the hair
on my area. So,
yeah.
No matter if I'm in a relationship, getting it or not.
Tryneal's ready to go every day.
So when you want it, you can get it. Literally.
Yeah, well, I believe that.
Okay.
I don't think there's any better way we could have ended
vibrator doesn't like hair either.
I was wrong. It was wrong.
Vibrators do not like hair.
Tryneal, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I had the greatest time.
Oh my goodness. So glad. If you enjoyed this episode of I Hate Your Love, please rate and review us on iTunes. That really helps us spread the hate.
Love.
Love. Also, make sure to subscribe so that you never miss a new episode.
And nowadays, if you're not posting on social media, it didn't really happen. So check us out for more content on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at HateYourLovePod.
If you love the show and you want to support us and get more exclusive bonus content, consider backing our show on Patreon. We would really super appreciate it, a lot, a whole lot.
If you'd like to have the opportunity to have the distinct pleasure of sharing your love story with us and having us rip it apart like a piping hot pizza, email us at hateyourlovepod@gmail.com or click the pinned link on our Twitter.
And most importantly, remember, hate might be in our name, but it's not our brand. Please be a nice freaking human or consider moving to the sun.
Okay, thanks. Bye!